Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the big farm. As you can see, I have a course set up for the JCB. Now, I thought I'd recorded this, as in on video. I have clearly recorded this. The issue I've had was that I crashed fraps on attempt number 1 of recording the course. Completely forgot to turn fraps back on before attempt number 2, which is this attempt. And this is the waypoint mayhem that's going on here. Yeah, completely forgot that fraps had crashed, so it wasn't open. All I saw was the yellow number counter while I was preparing, and yeah, that's a thing. So the JCB is working away here, clearing out the BGA. As you can see, we're getting a lot of money, which is always good. The big M, if I tab over to here, has stopped. It is finished. Did I use this as a temporary course? Yes. I'll just say this is Mo. Yeah, big M worky. That's a good name for the course. And this is field 10, so let's save that there. And now we are... do I want to do field 9? No, not today. I won't do field 9 today. So next up on the agenda is going to be this dude, who we have out fertilizing fields very slowly. This is not going to be our permanent fertilizing solution. We will be getting an Amazon Pantera very soon because of reasons and efficiency, and it's an Amazon Pantera. So that's going to be a thing. Now, one thing I should add, now that I've course played out the mower on field 10, which I had to double check what number it was, the mower on field 10 is now course play. What does that mean? It means I can now just tell the forage harvester to use the same course, and it automatically forages for me. Now, I'm not going to do that right now because, well, two of the three tractors I need are busy. Also, the BGA course I'm using is terrible, so I need to re-record that. Probably just stop in field 11 or something. So there are two good reasons to me why I'm not using the BGA course. A third is that I'm currently emptying out the BGA of silage with the JCB. Now what I will do once the JCB is finished, which will be in a while, and I've got millions, is I'm going to transport the 630 whatever thousand litres of chaff from the main farm. I'm going to transport all of that over into the BGA. I'm then going to set up courses to bring all of the chaff from all of the fields to the BGA, and I'm going to work from there. And I think I might need what I might do is I might get a second loader working in a separate pit or something, just to try, because I don't want to be waiting for like 6 or 7 hours every time I want the BGA emptied, because that's currently what the deal is I'm gonna have to wait for several hours, which is why I'm doing some manual work. It's just to pass the time. The G7270 is cultivating on this field. I'm just fertilizing to pass some time. In theory I should get a seeder onto this field as well, but I'm going to leave that for now, simply because the seeder I believe can run at a higher speed than the cultivator. And while the cultivator is running at 19.2, no, the seeder can't run at a faster speed than that. The seeder can, however, run at a hell of a faster speed than this, which is kind of going to be problematic in time. Yes, this is wider, but more speed means they'll cover more ground more quickly, and this is a big field, so that's probably not going to be a thing. Now, the big advantage of doing biogas, and I've mentioned this multiple times on this. The big advantage of doing biogas, number one, you get to essentially get rid of junk. That grass, I wasn't planning on using it for anything but silage. The same with all the rest of the grass on the map. That is all just kind of reserved for silage. So it's getting rid of junk. Yes, it takes a bit more work and requires some expensive equipment, but it's stuff that I wouldn't otherwise use. And I'm getting paid for getting rid of this stuff that I wouldn't otherwise use. That's always a good thing. Number two, it's money. It's relatively easy money. Yes, again, it's the whole argument about you're getting paid for stuff that you wouldn't otherwise. Or you're getting paid, you to, shell out a lot of money to get this income, but it's reliable income from stuff that you wouldn't otherwise use, which returns to the first argument. The third argument, however, I think is the most important. It gives you slurry. It's free slurry, it's free fertilizer. In fact, it's fertilizer that you're getting paid to use. So if I go all out on biogas, I see no downsides here. And this is just on this map. I will obviously do crops and just probably use field 11 for biogas, just because of the sheer bloomin' size of the thing. Field 12 I will probably set up with a comically small setup for biogas, so I'll have a small train of tractors going around near constantly. Most of the other fields I don't know if I'm going to buy them yet or not, but we'll see what happens, I guess. So I'm nearly out of fertilizer. Kind of looking around at courseplay or glance and seeing what's going on. I was like, wait, why is the 270 losing stuff? No, I was looking at the wrong line. I'm on the 170. I knew I was in the 170. I somehow managed to mix up the two lines, showing my fertilizer going down relatively quickly, and the 270. Just the name of the 270s. That's lovely. What did I talk about in the last attempt that I can talk about now? Not a whole lot, I don't think. I did get a comment. I don't know if it was in this attempt or the last one, so I'm going to mention it again. And OnMTX commented on Nuston episode 32. I got an email. Get emails about every comment that is left on this channel, so I know about every single comment. I see every single comment. Might not reply to every single comment, but I do see them all and I do read them all. So, if you want to say something directly to me, comments are a good place. And he said that he was really he said that the Nusson Let's Play is taking it to a whole new level because, unlike most YouTubers who start off with, huge equipment like Lexion 770s or even the stuff that I'm using here. I mean, the stuff that I'm using here is huge in comparison to what I started off with in Nuston. And he was just catching up on Nuston, so I can't remember what episode number I'm on now, or yesterday, tomorrow. Can't remember what episodes they are. I tend to remember only when I'm editing and rendering, and I'd have to double check even then. But he said that, starting off with the tiny little ridiculously small equipment that I did actually brought it to a whole new level because I had to put the work in to get the bigger stuff, and I'm not even at a level now where most people start. I'm getting close to it. Don't get me wrong, on Nuston, I'm getting close to where most people would have started that series. But the harvester's still really small. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff, but it's a lot of really small stuff. And that's kind of the way I play. I know that this series is just allowing me to blow off some steam while Nuston is on a bit of a slow boil. And yes, I do appreciate that Nuston is a very slow boil of a series. that's kind of the intention of it, to be quite honest. Is I see every other YouTuber and they're, you know, using Lexion 770 straight away because efficiency and speed, and here I am on this and going, hey, this is episode 6 of the single harvest on this one field. Hi. I know I didn't actually do that because I did loads of off-camera work. I must check, because I haven't recorded yesterday's video yet. I must check how much time I have actually put into Nuston in that save game. Because I reckon, well, the T7 I have on there is around about 24 hours, and that's a really quite new tractor, so I wouldn't be too surprised if it's up around the 100-hour mark already. That sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Yeah. I've got, what, 30 episodes in, and I'm already around the 1 to 200-hour mark on one map. And, you know, I'm not complaining. I really enjoy that map. I like the edits I've made. I should like the edits I've made. I made them for me. And yes, it is, in theory, it's a private map now, but I've kept the fields as Nuston. I've kept the majority of it as Nuston. It's just my own preferences imposed on Nuston. Yeah, you guys can play the map the exact same way I do, with the exception of Compost, which is relatively easy to... These don't have collisions, I've just realised. So is the where is the fertilizer trigger here? It's F5. The fertilizer trigger is huge. Okay. That actually works well for courseplay. Kinda confusing that there's no collisions. I better turn that off straight away. So you can see we got money going down there. Oh, I never mentioned on Monday. Yesterday, so yeah, I've been recording Donetsk. Leave me alone. I never mentioned on Monday. I had to remove a mod and cheat a small bit. Yes, I did. No, I did mention. English words, please. I know I mentioned that I got rid of the loan. What I didn't mention was I also got rid of, in this mod folder, I got rid of the finance office mod, because when I booted up the game and let the allowed the silage to ferment, I went from got money, minus 204,000. And that, in my mind, was just, nope, fixing this now. So I went in and edited the XML, just got rid of the minus, got rid of the loan. I know Finance Office took something like 400,000, so I actually, while cheating, made a loss. Which, you know, that's fine. I mean, I don't mind taking a 200,000 hit for cheating, in essence. Like I said, this is my more laid-back series where I'm just gonna natter incessantly and courseplay absolutely freaking everything, because I like courseplay. Might not use it that much, and I might prefer maps that don't particularly allow courseplay, but I do like it. It is one of my favourite mods, because it's just all-round good. One thing I don't like is how slow the fertilizer spreaders are. The sprayer is. Even. Words. I keep saying I know I say and I know I say that a lot. That's just something went into my mouth. That's just my way of filling time. I know some people release? Some people release gas when frightened. This is known as panic farts. Some people repeat words incessantly, and I do that from time to time as well, and that was not an intentional display of me doing that. That was me getting confused and glitching, essentially. But yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about anymore. Can you tell I only got 4.5 hours sleep again last night? For like the 6th night in a row. I wish I knew what was up with my sleeping pattern so that I could like drink more coffee and fix it, or drink less coffee and fix it. But regardless of how much or how little caffeine I have in my system, I will sleep. I will just fall asleep at about 11:30 at my computer and wake up about 12 and be like, oh, where am I? This happened last night. I woke up at like midnight last night, just after it. I was like, oh, where am I? Where am I? What day is it? What time is it? Oh, okay. I'm going to bed. I genuinely woke up and panicked because apparently I'd fallen asleep. When I fall asleep, I should mention, I don't just go, I don't kind of wear down and then I'm kind of half asleep for a while and then, you can still wake me up as soon as I've fallen asleep. When I fall asleep, I essentially just pass out. I am gone. And it's really funny because I can be fine 1 minute and then just gone. And nothing anybody does or says will affect me when I'm asleep. I have slept through fire alarms, I have slept through thunderstorms, I've quite literally slept through a train crashing through a bridge on the other side of town. But, well, yes, that is quite a distance away. I live on top of a hill, so sound would carry that far. It was only a mile away, as the crow flies. Sound would carry that far, and I, in theory, should have been able to hear it, but apparently not. Let me think what has been going on lately. I mentioned the power. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, and who don't watch the Donetsk series, Saturday's video was actually take 2. Normally I do take 2 on commentary if I really screw up. And I think I accidentally left one towards the start of Big Farm series. I think episode 2 I had a false start and I forgot to edit it out, so if you ever hear me saying hello twice, it's because I've done a false start. Forgotten to edit it out. But that entire video was take 2 because I had it done on Tuesday, Wednesday night, one of the two. Today's Thursday. Is today Thursday? First question. Today is Thursday, so it was Tuesday night. I had the video done, had it recorded, didn't have commentary done. I went down for dinner, as I usually do, about 7 o'clock at night. Had a cup of tea, had all that kind of stuff. I was kind of relaxing a small bit before I went up and recorded commentary. And the power went. I had left Giant Cellular open without saving the file. Because I am smart. And I lost about 4 hours of work in total. Because, while it doesn't look like I do stuff off camera, I really kind of... I don't do it very often where I just go on sprees of... and I know I've done it the last couple of weeks. Not over the weekend there that you saw, but that was because I had to do take 2. But I do occasionally just open up Donetsk and say, well, what do I want? I want to do some work on this today. Let's get X, Y, and Z done. For example, what I'm going to be doing probably before this video even airs. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's done already. Woohoo! What I'm going to be doing at some point during the week before I record Donetsk map making again, is I am going to... fix up. If you watch the video on Saturday, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Fix up the end of that road that is really, really wonky and completely. It will not work in the game. Haven't opened it in the game. I know it will not work in the game. It's too angular and weird, and I don't like it, so it's not staying. So I'll spend probably an hour or two trying to fix that, because it is a bit of a weird, complicated beast to try and fix that. And I might do the rest of that little square around where I'm planning tentatively to put the shop. And I might be able to put something else in there as well. I don't know. I'm terrible at guessing how big things are going to be. So the shop might not fit where I want it to fit. That might be a yard, or a sheep. A single sheep. That might be one giant sheep. I don't know yet. I won't know until I've decided. I haven't decided yet. So I think this is as good a place as any to leave the video off camera, because I will be doing most likely some off camera work while actually do some IRL off camera work. Ooh. I have to do some stuff IRL. Anyway, while these videos are rendering, because I have recorded the previous Big Farm video directly before this one, as I tend to do. So off camera, in between videos, what I'm going to do, or in between now and Monday's video, should I say, is what I'm going to do is finish fertilizing this field, obviously. Let courseplay finish all the work it's doing, because that's very necessary work. I'm going to right now block courseplay, because why not? Please stop courseplay. Please stop courseplay. Stop. Please, courseplay. Good lord, you're manic. I'm going to let courseplay finish all the work it's doing. So the BGA, that's going to be the longest one, is the BGA. That's going to be emptied. This field is going to be cultivated. I'm going to clean up the ends of the field, because that's the thing that needs to be done. What else needs to be done? I'm not going to seed. I am going to courseplay another. I'm going to courseplay up field. What numbers are they? Fields 9 and 14. I'm going to courseplay up for mowing, because I know that'll take some time, and it's a good idea to do that. And then I can courseplay them up to bring it the rest of the BGA. I will need more vehicles. Need more vehicles, because that's going to be a long haul from field 9 up to the BGA. So I'm going to need more than just the 3. More even more than the 3 tractors I have, and definitely more than the 2 big trailers and 1 little trailer. The names escape me. I know the small one's a Marshall. I can't remember the names of the big 2. I'm gonna need more than them, so I'll probably end up getting. Hopefully, I'll get about 6 million from biogas. If I do, I'll be able to get 2 to 3 trucks, possibly even 4, and I'll be able to use them for silaging, for all the silage work, and all of the carting. So the tractor will just be for field work, and I'll even replace the tractors with T9s, because why not? I think on a farm like this you would have T9s instead of T7s. In Europe maybe you'd have a T7, but I know on a farm with fields this size in the US, which is where I'm trying to portray this as being, before anybody says it, I know about the John Deere thing. Okay, I know John Deere is more popular in the US. It's more popular everywhere. Okay? I don't like John Deere. There are no good John Deere mods for FS15. 0. Actually, no, I correct myself, there's 1. There's a tractor I was using in Bjornholm. That's the only good John Deere mod for FS15 that I have found. But that's why I don't use John Deere, is the mods just aren't good enough. And I'm sorry if you're a big John Deere fan, but I'm not going to use bad mods and put bad mods on my mod list. The mod list is there for you guys to consult and, know that every mod, barring one or two exceptions, I know there are one or two on there that are not as good, but almost every mod on my mod list is error-free, reasonably low poly, will work well on most systems. I can't vouch for the maps, or realistically I can't even vouch for them all working reasonably well on most systems, but they all work well on my computer, they all are error-free, they all work, most importantly. I think the majority of them work with courseplay, which I know for some of you is a big thing, so if you want a good mod, look at the mod list. It's a series of links that tells you exactly what the mods are, manufacturers, and their purpose. And if a download link is broken, send me a message here. The mod list I will keep up to date link-wise. So if you're on the mod list and the link is broken, let me know. I will find a new link. I will put it on the mod list ASAP. So I'm going to leave it here because I've nattered on for the last 5 or so minutes about mods, which is fine, I think. What was I going to do? Yeah, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you all very much for watching. Until next time, which will be Monday of next week. If my voice will keep going, please, for another 5 seconds. Thank you all very much for watching. Stay safe, and goodbye. Now my voice can go. Say bye-bye to my voice for a while, I think. My throat is killing me. Well done me, I've blown my voice out.